What is up, guys? It's your boy Leviathan Cacus, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And guys, this is the last TWAB before the new Season of the Deep launches, and oh my goodness, it's a big one. And so, let's get started. But just before we do, guys, Daddy Day is coming up.
Do you mean Father's Day?
Well, you don't exactly call me father.
Oh my god.
Anyways, today's sponsor Manscaped is here to help because your dad does not need another f***ing tie. So first of all, we have the new Manscaped Beard Hedger. Really easily adjustable so you can get the perfect length every time. But if your dad doesn't have a beard, we have the Weed Whacker 2.0. Great for that ear and nose hair. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna try to convince me your dad doesn't have nose hair. Buddy, let's be real. But why not be the perfect child and get the Performance Package 4.0, which comes with the Weed Whacker and the Lawnmower 4.0, a great all-around trimmer. It trims all around, all right? Okay, maybe don't think about that for your dad, but if it's your significant other, it's exactly what you need, you know what I'm saying? And the Performance Package comes with a great travel bag and some boxers as 2 free gifts. But guys, no matter whether it's the Performance Package, the Weed Whacker, or the Beard Hedger, get something your dad will actually use and get it at a discount. Because if you click the link in the description down below, you're gonna get 20% off your purchase and free international shipping. Guys, be the hero of this year's Father's Day. Click that link. Alright, now first things first, what's going on this week in Destiny 2? Well, like I said, it's the final week before the new season, so if you have any prep you plan on doing, make sure to do it now. In addition, Guardian Games is going away with the launch of the new season, so this is your last chance to get that God Roll Taraxipus Strand Scout Rifle. In addition to that, guys, in-game, there's double reputation right now for Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit if you're chasing any of those vendor weapons. Now, also, yesterday, Bungie released a massive article on weapon sandbox tuning coming next season. So, 17 different exotic weapons are getting either buffed, nerfed, or bug fixes. Some of the big winners here include the fact that the Sweet Business auto rifle is getting explosive rounds, and the Eyes of Tomorrow rocket launcher will refund ammo for free if you get multi-kills with it, which just sounds insane. Another big winner is Fragile Focus. The perk will no longer go away when you get hit with damage, but now when your shield actually breaks. So huge buff for that perk. And again, guys, I did a full video on that. It's linked up above. But then Bungie details all of the other articles that have come out over the past few weeks about changes coming next season. So the next one would be abilities tuning. Essentially, Bungie is buffing really every super in the game with an emphasis on roaming supers. So like Burning Maul, Chaos Reach, all that stuff getting a lot better next season. Again, did a full video linked up above. And then in addition to that, guys, last week they unveiled the exotic armor tuning. Over 20 exotic armor pieces were affected. Huge buffs, huge nerfs, a lot of controversy involving that one because some of the most popular exotics in the entire game were affected. Again, did a full video linked up above. But in addition to that, guys, here's a reminder of some big changes coming next season. So first of all, exotic armor focusing is coming next season. Also, deep sight weapon activation. So if you get a craftable weapon that's not a red border, you can actually turn it into a red border. And also, Bungie says that legendary shards are no longer required for crafting costs. Now, some quality of life stuff. There's new Vanguard bounties. Finest Matterweave and Rainmaker can now be consumed to just raw get the material, right? You get Glimmer when you consume Rainmakers, thank goodness. And certain triumphs for old raids will now increase the drop rate of the exotic for those raids. So great for people who are still missing, you know, for example, the Eyes of Tomorrow after the big buff. Also, something huge coming next season is that there's going to be 3 new Strand Aspects for the 3 different classes, and today, Bungie actually revealed gameplay of those new Strand Aspects in action. So here is the Hunter one, Threaded Spectre. Activate your class ability to leave behind a decoy woven from strand matter that draws the attention of nearby combatants. After taking significant damage or when combatants approach, the decoy detonates, dealing damage and releasing threadlings that seek out and attack nearby foes. We've never had anything like a decoy ability in Destiny. That could be really, really interesting. Now, for the Flechette Storm aspect for the Titan, while sliding, activate your charged melee ability to leap into the air, knocking nearby targets away and dealing damage. While airborne, activate your charged melee again to launch a cluster of damaging, unraveling projectiles. Repeatedly activating melee will chain additional throws. And lastly, for the Warlock, we have the Wanderer aspect. Tangles you throw attach to enemies and detonate into a suspending burst. Threadling final blows create a tangle. And honestly, this one just might be the best. Suspending enemies is one of the most powerful things you can possibly do in the game right now, all the way up to Grandmaster Nightfalls, and turning every single tangle into a suspension grenade essentially is just nuts. But moving on from there, guys, a huge piece of brand new information is that Bungie just unveiled all of the different artifact mods coming in Season of the Deep. This will essentially detail the meta. Like, these artifact mods are so important with coming up with builds for both PvE and PvP. Additionally, there's going to be a big change. You can now refund artifact perks one by one. You don't have to completely refund the entire seasonal artifact, which is a huge quality of life improvement. So let's start here with column 1, the anti-champion stuff. So we have anti-barrier auto rifle, we have unstoppable hand cannon, we have overload scout rifle, overload trace rifle, and unstoppable glaive. So really happy to see trace rifle and glaives in there. Certainly for PvE, being able to use a special to deal with champions really opens up a lot of build possibilities. Next up for column 2, so these are going to be what discounts your armor mods. So we have authorized mods for arc. So the armor energy costs for all armor mods affecting your arc weapons are significantly discounted. Same thing for void. We have authorized mods for strand and for melee, and we have Technicolor Siphon grants access to helmet armor mods that combine the effects of Strand Siphon and Arc Siphon mods. So what this reveals right now is that Arc is going to be a featured element next season. Right now, no matter which activity you do, there's never going to be an Arc Surge mod, right? Next season, we're finally going to get that, so definitely dust off your Arc builds. Now, for column 3, we have Improved Unraveling. Increases the amount of damage dealt by unraveling a target. Next up, we have Deeper Origins. Greatly improves the benefits provided by the Unsated Hunger, Nanotech, Tracer Rockets, Harmonic Resistance, and Noble Deeds traits. Then we have Into the Breach. Defeating a Void debuffed target creates a Void Breach while your Void subclass is equipped. That seems like great. Then Electric Armor. Stay amplified longer while your Arc subclass is equipped. Seems okay. And Thunderous Retort. Grants bonus Arc super damage if cast while critically wounded or while amplified. Lasts until the end of the super activation. So like I said, supers are getting some big buffs. Chaos Reach, Fist of Havoc, all that stuff. So definitely that could be very powerful. Next up, for column 4, we have Strand Soldier. Your strand weapons gain unraveling rounds whenever you gain woven mail while your strand subclass is equipped. Oh my goodness, on a Strand Titan build, that's going to be active all the time. Then we have Overcharged Armory. Weapons with the Unsated Hunger, probably next season's origin trait, Nanotech Tracer Rockets, or Harmonic Resonance, or Noble Deeds are always overcharged weapons for you when that modifier is active. Next up, Protective Breach. Picking up a Void Breach gives you an overshield or refreshes your existing overshield. Void's gonna be meta next season too, guys. Oh my goodness. Then we have Countercharge. Gain a stack of armor charge when you stun a champion. And we have Amped Up. Gain damage resistance while you're amplified. Okay, that could be very good. And lastly, guys, for column 5, the final column, we have Conductive Cosmic Needle. Targets affected by Strand debuffs take increased damage from Arc and Void abilities. So potentially you have one teammate using a Strand build and, in a raid boss damage scenario, that could add a lot of extra DPS. After that, we have Shock and Awe. Arc final blows while you're amplified, summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. Okay, that kind of sounds nuts. Then we have Supernova. Picking up a Void Breach causes your next source of void damage to create a large weakening pulse. Void Breach builds next season, I'm telling you guys. And then, guys, we have Squad Goals. So, performing a finisher while you're amplified grants amplified to nearby allies with an Arc subclass equipped. Or performing a finisher while you have Woven Mail grants Woven Mail when you have a Strand subclass equipped. Or lastly, performing a finisher while you have Devour grants Devour to your nearby allies while you have a Void subclass equipped. And then lastly, we have Lightning Strikes twice. After throwing an Arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit. You guys thought the Titan Arc grenade spam was done? Baby, it's gonna be back next season. But guys, moving on from there, Bungie is actually changing how shields, elemental shields, are going to look within the game, as you can see right here from this new gameplay they released. Now moving on from there, guys, speaking of Guardian games being the final week, here are the current standings. Titans are in first place, second place Hunters, third place Warlocks. Now as for the Guardian Games Cup, here are the top 4 teams for both the money raised and the points scored. You can see them right here. Moving on from there, Bungie says May is Asian American and Native Hawaiian/Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and they're introducing Asians at Bungie. You can see there's a pin you can purchase right here, and an emblem you can earn, also you can see right here. And then moving on, lastly guys, there's a new emblem you can earn for gifting Twitch subs. So Bungie says, hey, you can support your favorite content creator, unless they don't stream on Twitch, then screw them, I guess. But then you can get this emblem right here. And they say those who have completed the Twitch sub bounty can collect their new emblem from Rahul in the tower starting on May 28th at 9 a.m. Pacific. And so guys, there you have it. An absolutely massive TWAB. Certainly next season, Arc and Void builds sound like they're going to be absolutely nuts. We'll definitely be bringing you guys some cracked build guides as soon as possible. And so guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.